This is the video called Trail Screen. Here in the red stripe is how you start Trail. I'm going to click on Trail. As soon as you click on it, it executes the first 9 instructions of the program and stops. The first instruction says P0, which is the main program, line 0. Programs always start at the main program, line 0. It then stays in the main program until down here where it does a call to subprogram 2, tab 1. And you'll see the very next instruction that it executes. It is in subprogram 2 and at tab 1. Then sets the value of X and Y and W. Let's advance 9 more instructions. Now we see it starting to build the table. Matter of fact, the very last instruction was fill an oval. And right above that, it set the color to dark green. This oval. Alright, advance 9 more. Let's advance 9 more. Right? Here it said it filled a rectangle with the color dark green. That's this area up here. But after that, it says it's going home, which means it's going to return from subprogram 2 to the main program. Well, let's advance 9. Yes. It went back to the main program, but right away it did another call to subprogram 2 to tab 2. Well, here in the very next instruction we see it's back in subprogram 2 and it's at tab 2 where it starts to set the values of X and Y and T and W, set the color to black, and fill an oval. Here's the oval. Well, let's advance 9 more. Well, it made the oval red, and actually here I see changing the color to a dark red, filling an oval again. Let's advance some more. Put a number in the oval. Also, we see it going home, and then in the main program, then it says to go to subprogram 2, tab 3. And here we see, back in subprogram 2, and it's at tab 3. Let's advance 9 more instructions. You know, we could advance 90 more, we could advance 900 more, but we're only going to advance 9. Oh, draw a black box. Well, if I look above here, I see a color change to 0, and I see a rectangular fill. That must be this box. Let's go 9 more. Starts to put values in that box. Now we'll keep going 9 more for a while. It's building another box, putting numbers in that box. Build 2 more boxes. We'll just clicking 9 until it's finished. We'll know it's done because it hits the exit. 9 more, 9 more, 9 more. Now it got to exit. Now we can look up here. We no longer can advance because we got to the exit of the program, and it says we went 261 instructions. We're going to turn off the trail, and we're going to turn it back on again. This time we're going to advance until we find that black box being drawn. So we keep going 9 each time. There, it's drawing the black box. Well, let's say I wanted to copy the routine that makes this black box. Well, I know it's in subprogram 2, and it's around the instruction 70. So I'm going to turn the trail off. I'm going to go to the program. Going to in particular go to subprogram 2, and then I'm going to go down subprogram 2 until I get to line 70. Oh, it's in here. I'm going to advance a little more, and it even has a heading here: draw the got, bet, win box. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Here's the changing the color to black, drawing the rectangle at position X, Y, which is 0, 0. Yep, that's where it was in the upper left-hand corner. Box is 82 tall, 206 wide. And as we go down here, it sets a font, a color, white. Yes, the text was white. Here's the writing of text once. We know it does it 3 times. Text a second time. And here there's text a third time. Well, our yellow line is set there. If it wasn't, I would set it there. And I'm going to say, I want to copy a new line. I want that line to say halt. And I want to put it below that yellow line. Now I've added in an instruction to the program called a halt. Now I'm going to execute the program again. Start the trail. But instead of advancing it 9 or 90 or 900, I'm going to click on the word advance. That will make it advance until it finds a halt. Well, I clicked it, and as sure enough, the last thing it executed was the halt. And you see, it was exactly after it made this box and put the got, pet, and win in the box. Over here, we can now go backward and forward. We can never go forward past the advanced position of this halt. But we can go backward. So I'm going to go backward 9 instructions. 9 instructions again. And here I see where it's drawing the black box. The X, the Y, the T, the color black, the width. Fill in the rectangle black. So I could go back to those instructions that it already executed. Now I'm able to go forward, but only to the point where it had advanced. So I'm going to go 9, 9 again. Now we're at the point where we advanced to. I can't go forward anymore. I click the 9, it won't go. So now we know we can put halt instructions in our program and advance to them, and then go backwards and forwards through the instructions. Over here is the data option. That'll produce the data screen, so let's click on data. Here is the data screen. Right now, we're in subprogram 2. So down here, I got to set these registers to subprogram 2. Now I can see what some of these values are. For instance, where this text was, the Y value of that text, it was put at 73. The X value says 197, but that's because after it did this text line, it changed the value of X to point to the end of the text, which in this case would be 197. So here we can see all of the data. For instance, got has a value of 1000. Bet has a value of 0. Win has a value of 0. We could ask ourselves here, where it said move 3 characters from page A plus 6 to page E. Well, let's go find out what's in page A plus 6. Well, we come down here. That is an app page. So we're going to click on page A. And we're going to go over 6 characters. Well, it's the word win. Alright, so we're going to leave the data. Go back again. It says it moved the 3 to page E. Well, we go down here to page E. Well, sure enough, there we see those characters in the beginning of page E. So we can use the data screen to see all the values that the program has generated and all of the text that it has moved around and see what it is. This is a great aid to debugging a program. If you know that a particular value is not correct, you can go through the trail, watch the data change, and find out where it was when the data went wrong. Alright, I'm going to turn the data off. I'm going to tell it to advance 900 instructions so it gets past the end, because we know now there's only 266 instructions. It would have stopped if it found another halt, but there wasn't any other halt. Now we'll turn the trail off. Alright, this is the end of the trail screen video.